What's up, guys? Welcome to Podcast 6. I'm just going to jump right into it like usual. Living life takes work. Living a good life takes work. To really fulfill yourself and to do, or to feel like you've accomplished something. You gotta set goals, difficult goals. Nothing that makes you comfortable. It should scare you a little bit, but it should excite you a lot. And you fucking put your mind to that and do everything you can to make that shit happen. Sometimes you'll fail, sometimes you'll make it happen. But it's that constant pursuit of better that makes life worth living, really. You know, you should always try to better yourself. Anything you do that feels like it might hinder your overall happiness, think about it. You know, if you're constantly buying something, if you're constantly buying shoes, for example, because you feel like you just need to have the best pair of shoes, just look around, man. Do you really, really need that? Like, at the end of the day, you're still gonna die. And you chase shoes. It's just something to put on your foot to comfortably walk around. That's not seeking a goal. I'm not saying don't have collections. I'm not saying anything like that. If you're into shoes, be into shoes, but think about why you're into everything you're into. You know? Really just go through yourself. And what do you like and what don't you like? Whatever you don't like, get rid of that shit. Just make it not exist anymore. You gotta make shit happen in life. You can't sit around and wait, because someday is fucking never, bro. You gotta do shit. You gotta get up, get out. You gotta fucking you gotta just think positive. It's hard as fuck to do, but like everything else, with practice, with time, you get better at it. You just gotta fucking believe that what you're doing, there's an end game. You know, there's a light at the end of this fucking tunnel. You gotta make shit happen. Things get difficult, you gotta keep fucking moving. The best way to live life is to find a challenge that the outcome will make you happiest, and just keep fucking moving forward. Always moving up, always fucking improving, always bettering yourself, always learning. And I feel like the people that don't do that stuff, no offense to them, I mean, it's not like they know that they're doing this, but they're hurting themselves. They're they're stagnant, and they fall into this pit of like going to work, coming home, dealing with shit, and just thinking about, I'm gonna die. You know, there's a lot of fucking people, I know a lot of people, that's their life. That's what they fucking do. They go to work, they come home, maybe they drink or they get high, and they fucking think about like, man, this is what I'm doing. This is what I get to do with my time. And then they stay in that cycle. But you gotta fucking break it, man. You gotta see the bigger picture for yourself, you know? If you stay in this, I call it cosmic perspective because of Neil deGrasse Tyson, but it's a bad place for me. When I go to this place of thinking about what the universe might be and probably is, that's what fucks me up, you know? That's what gets me, I don't know, I guess into my like little anxiety weeks or months that I have to go through. But it's that the periods of time where you're least active, least progressive, you know? It's always best to be moving forward, to be better in yourself, mentally and physically. Your mental state is such a delicate, easily ruinable piece of equipment. It is you. You know, you gotta think of it like a muscle. You know, you gotta work it out. You gotta practice like real problem solving. You need to just be uncomfortable regularly. That way, when you're comfortable, it's really the best thing ever. You know, because now if you're always comfortable, you're weak because you're always comfortable. I mean, that's not to say if you make yourself comfortable in a stressful situation, you're weak. That's a different thing. That's being calm while stressed, you know? Like, a really good example is Floyd Mayweather. He's very composed. He's in a super high stress situation where he's boxing, you know, but he doesn't I don't know, he doesn't break shell for one, and he doesn't he doesn't show what's going on mentally, you know. I feel like he's probably one of the best mentally fit athletes in the world. He's comfortable with where he's at and who he is. I feel like that showed in his whole career. But that also goes to show the best way to do that is to fucking attack your physical well-being. If you're out of shape, if you're fucking always sick, just better your shit, man. Just fucking start running, take fucking bike rides, do some push-ups. You know, you just gotta fucking look at yourself and do what makes you happy. You know, make yourself happy. If you look at yourself and you're like, man, I don't like that little shit that hangs down right there on my belly, get rid of that shit, man. It's gonna take some fucking time and some sweat, maybe a little bit of blood, but you're gonna come out the other side a better person. Legit. I guess let's move on to why I don't really talk about politics on here. I fucking hate politics. Most of the world's government needs a fucking complete overhaul, including mostly the fucking prison system. Really, what we're doing, locking people in cages, letting them back out to do the same shit, and then throwing them back in the cage, and then letting them back out. You're just wasting everybody's time and money. I don't really know of a better way to do it, but I mean, try something fucking new. You're not rehabbing anybody by just sticking them in a cage. The people that need to be dealt with, taken care of, gotten rid of, that needs to be done quickly and swiftly. You know what I mean? It should not. People who are like mass murderers and fucking child molesters and rapists, people like that, put them down immediately. Don't give them a cell. Don't feed them 3 times a day. Why? Why waste time and money on people who actually could use it on somebody who is just gonna come out and kill again? It doesn't make any sense. Until you can figure out a way to like rewire somebody's brain, other than sticking them in a fucking like a padded room and feeding them shrooms, like not a whole lot, but like 1.5 every morning, 1.5 grams every morning, the motherfuckers would be completely different. And we're not even experimenting with trying to change somebody's perspective. Just give them Jesus. Maybe they'll figure it out. That's our fucking closest thing to that we have. Give them fucking Jesus. I have experience with people that have ran through that system and gotten Jesus, and it doesn't fucking work. When they get Jesus, they forget about it as soon as they pick back up whatever they went in there for. Sorry. Shit just pisses me off. Alright, there's going to be no more long breaks in between podcasts. I'm going to buckle down and start doing a lot more. It's going to start getting cold again soon, so I'll be inside a lot more as well. So I'll be expecting at least a podcast a week. I'm going to start like a regular one on GTA 6. I know it's a long time, but I'd like to go ahead and get the hype started for that. Because there's a lot of shit that's like happening with Red Dead 2 that I think a lot of people aren't even thinking about GTA with. So I think I'm going to start talking about that probably this week, maybe next week. But yeah, man, no more fucking long breaks. I'm going to get in here a lot more. Hopefully I'll be getting some more guests soon. And real quick before I go, I just want to talk about why I podcast, like why I do this shit. I feel like most people who have, I don't know, who feel like they have something that someone can benefit from to say, they should. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I'm going to improve anyone's life by doing this, but I might make somebody's fucking day better. You know? And it makes my day good. You know? And maybe someday I won't be around for people to hear my voice anymore in person. And at least this you can sit down and listen to, and it's similar to having a conversation with me. At least you can get inside my head a little bit. But yeah, thanks everybody for listening. I will be doing another one soon. Like I said, first GTA 6 podcast will be coming this week next. And I'll be doing a regular podcast next week as well, every week. Until we start getting regular guests, and I'll be doing a couple a week, or maybe even a few. But only time will tell, I suppose. Thanks for watching, guys.